Have you ever wondered when you drink lemonade, why does it taste the same from the first sip to the last? Or why sugar completely disappears in water? Today, let's understand this interesting concept. What is a solution? Let's consider an activity. Divide the class into 4 groups A, B, C, and D. Distribute the following samples to each group. Few crystals of copper sulfate to group A, one spatula full of copper sulfate to group B, chalk powder or wheat flour to group C, few drops of milk or ink to group D. Each group should add the given sample in water and stir properly using a glass rod. Are the particles in the mixture visible? Group C contains clearly visible floating particles. Now direct a beam of light from a torch through the beaker containing the mixture and observe from the front. We find that the light passing through the beaker of group A and the beaker of group B does not scatter. The light passing through the beaker of group C and beaker of group D does scatter. Now filter the mixture. Is there any residue on the filter paper? There is a residue. The filter paper of group C. So group A and B and group D have got a solution while group C has got a suspension. A solution is defined as a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. Homogeneous means everything is uniform throughout. Examples are lemonade, salt water or sugar solution. Usually we think solutions are liquid. That's not always true. The types of solution are solid in liquid, example sugar in water, gas in liquid, example soda water, gas in gas, example air, solid in solid, example alloy. In a solution, there is homogeneity at particle level. The example soda water highlights that water is the solvent and carbon dioxide is the solute. The example of a solid solution, brass, is a combination of 30% zinc and 70% copper. The example of gaseous solution, air, is a homogeneous mixture of 21% oxygen, 78% nitrogen and other gases. Every solution has two parts, solute and solvent. The solvent is the substance that dissolves the other part, the solute. Solute is a substance that gets dissolved and usually is in smaller amount. In the example of tincture of iodine, alcohol is the solvent and iodine is the solute. The properties of a solution are, it is homogeneous, particles are extremely small, they do not scatter light, they cannot be separated by filtration, they are stable as particles do not settle down. Let's understand about the concentration of solution. Consider an activity. Take approximately 50 ml of water each in two separate beakers. Add salt in one beaker and sugar or barium chloride in the second beaker with continuous stirring. When no more solute can be dissolved, heat the contents of the beaker to raise the temperature by about 5 degrees Celsius. Start adding the solute again. We can define solubility as the exact amount of solute strictly present in the saturated solution at this specific temperature. We will also decode what is saturation. We have noticed sometimes sugar or salt dissolves easily in water and sometimes it just stops dissolving. What decides this limit? In any solution, the proportion of solute and solvent can be changed. Based on how much solute is present, solutions can be classified as dilute, concentrated, and saturated. Dilute and concentrated are comparative terms. This means we compare two solutions. For example, if one solution has less solute, it is dilute. If another has more solute, it is concentrated. Different substances have different solubility at the same temperature. Remember, at a particular temperature, when no more solute can dissolve, the solution is called a saturated solution. If the solution can still dissolve more solute, it is called an unsaturated solution. What happens if we cool a saturated solution slowly? Some of the dissolved solute may start coming out as crystals. This shows that solubility depends on temperature. The concentration of a solution is the amount of solute present in a given amount of solution. There are various ways of expressing the concentration of a solution. Here we will learn only three methods. Mass by mass percentage of a solution is mass of solute by mass of solution into 100. Mass by volume percentage of a solution is mass of solute by volume of solution into 100. Volume by volume percentage of a solution is volume of solute by volume of solution into 100. Remember, a solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. Components of a solution are solute and solvent. The concentration of a solution is the amount of solute present in a given amount of solution. If you found this helpful, subscribe. See you in the next video. Thank you.